let me tell you the story of Chia Amaka, the bride who waited. It happened in the quiet village of Umokwe not too long ago, when the sun still smiled on love and tradition hadn't yet begun to break hearts. Chia Amaka was the jewel of her family, daughter of Mazi Obiageli and Mama Nkechi, a girl whose beauty could quiet a room and whose heart beat only for one man, Ikena. Ikena, the son of Papa Nwok and Mama Ifeoma from Umotala, a man of simple means but deep love. Their wedding was meant to be the talk of the year. The compound danced with life. Women were pounding yam in rhythm. Men were slaughtering goats, and the drums sang songs of joy. Chia Amaka sat under the old mango tree, her skin glowing in the evening sun, her neck adorned with coral beads, and her blouse embroidered with care. Her heart, it fluttered like the wings of a butterfly about to take flight. But just as Ikena's people arrived, joy turned to dust. Instead of blessings, the king's men came with a list, and not just any list, an impossible one. The king's bride levy has increased, one of them announced. 7 cows, 10 kegs of palm wine, 30 tubers of yam, wrapper for the palace, and 500,000 naira. You should have seen the way people murmured. Mazi Obiageli, the father, stepped forward and said calmly, this was not the agreement. And Papa Nwok, the poor man, looked like the ground could swallow him. We are farmers, he said, his voice breaking. This list, it is too much. We cannot meet it. Chia Amaka just stood there, still, silent. Her hands trembled. She looked at Ikena, eyes full of pleading. But Ikena, he lowered his head. That was the moment her heart cracked. The drums stopped. The firewood lay untouched. The villagers began to disperse. Days passed, weeks even. The decorations withered. The compound grew quiet again. But Chia Amaka, she would go to the riverside every evening, sit there with her folded wedding wrapper beside her, just watching the water, lost in thoughts. Her little brother, Obinna, once asked her sister, do you still wait for Ikena? And she replied almost in a whisper, they took our joy, but they won't take the memory of love. And so, my child, that is the story of Chia Amaka, the bride who waited, whose wedding was swallowed not by lack of love, but by the weight of tradition and pride.